Yeah. Thank you for coming. I know it's a little bit hard for all of us to be here, a little bit tired, but we're going to make this one just as quick as possible. Today, I just want to make sure everyone is still on track, still, following the challenge. Want to know a little bit about how everyone is doing. We're a few of us only, so that will be easy to listen to some of you just to see if you're finding any hard bits or if you need any help in regards to the challenge. Over here on this side, Fiona, talk to us. Are you still on track?
No.
What's been happening with you?
I'm being a bit
All right.
Not just a block.
Just the job?
Not just a block. Not just a few pieces of Toblerone, but 400 grams.
Alright. Who else has some trouble?
I think just the eating habits are sort of like craving a lot more chocolate and alcohol and that doing so I'm thinking I think I've got about that.
Right, fair enough. You're very good and you're nice. Carl, how are you feeling? Good until? Until today. So what happened?
Started the day after having breakfast with flat white.
Right.
So that was it for them. That's the end story. That was it for me. I've already picked.
Okay.
But then that was fine. It continued on a good bit into what they're doing.
Yeah.
And good food. What you're supposed to eat. But then just now, stupidly, I decided to weigh myself. And I put on 100 kilos that I lost previously. So I was definitely bolder on my skin or whatever. But I thought this afterwards, after I'd already eaten the chocolate, because I went on home and went up to the flat. Everything's normal. And the whole chocolate I asked if I was not allowed to eat on Facebook, I didn't see that. I ate the whole thing just then.
Good on you.
Why did I keep it?
Quick question, where did you weigh yourself? What time did you weigh yourself last week?
Yeah, that's exactly what's happened. So last week I weighed myself tomorrow morning. But this tonight I did it today.
Alright. Anyone else?
Well, I didn't really follow the diet properly in the first week, so I only really started eating sort of protein and vegetables last Thursday. And it's going well, so I'm probably not behind a couple of days.
Alright, just stick in there, try to attach the line as much as you can. I knew this moment was going to happen. That's the reason why we're here, right? Just to remind you a few things, just to remind you why you're doing this challenge. One of the things that is going to help you to get through the challenge is just to set up your goals, your specific goal, the reasons why you're here, what you're trying to achieve, and where you want to go, where you want to get after you. We have the protocol is called SMART, and that's the protocol for goal setting, which helps not only in fitness purposes, also in business purposes. Got S, which...
Who's seen Smart before?
Right.
So half of you seen it before.
So just as a reminder, thanks, Nat. Just as a reminder, S stands for specific. The specific is when we want to do something, we try to achieve something, we see the goal, we see where we want to go, and we just know how to get there. And for measure, what is it, Darren? Measurable, yeah, sorry. Measurable. That's the thing. Do we have the tools to accomplish what we need to do? Do we have the people? Do we have the gym? Or we can probably go assist and do activity in order to drop some weight, to gain some muscle? Accountable or plan of action. This is what we want to do, how we want to attack, and how we want to get to a goal. R, what do you say?
Relevant.
Relevant. How important this is for us.
Realistic, sorry. Is it the same thing? Is it one of the same or is it totally different? realistic this is going.
It is right, it is realistic, but we also want to set up, yeah, we want to set up realistic goals. We don't want to go and, my goal is losing 30 kilos in 8 weeks. Obviously, it's not going to happen. We need to be real about what we're thinking and what we're trying to achieve. And at the end of the time, at the end of the journey, we have the time. We have to specify how long this is going to take us. We have to put a time frame for us to be able to accomplish that goal. We have we have short and long-term goals, right? Short-term goals are the ones that are probably from a week to a year's time, and long-term goals are the ones up to a year. Most of the people, a lot of people, they do have long-term goals, and they divide them into sections, right? For a section, maybe I want to run, as a long-term goal, I want to run a marathon or a triathlon. What do I do? I cannot accomplish that right away. So I split things into parts. The first thing that I'm going to do is what we're doing today, what we're doing now. It's a daily challenge. And that's the beginning of the journey. We're teaching you right now, we're giving you the tools for you to accomplish what you maybe want to become or be in a year's time or after a year's time. A week's challenge, some of you have specified, oh, I want to gain some muscle, I want to lose some weight. 5 kilos, doable. 7, 10, you're pushing it, but it's still doable. There's one person out there that's already lost 7 kilos. He's doing very well. But at the same time, he can fall out of the wagon, right? Every time you feel like, hey, something is going on, I feel like a chocolate, I feel like craving, just remind yourselves what we're here alongside. I mean, what are we trying to do? We're trying to create this habit. We're trying to go somewhere where we've never been before, and we're testing ourselves as well. I promise, if you guys go to this one, you'll be able to go to the following step, to the following path, and then after that, the reward, once you're finished, you're going to get a reward for it. The reward, what's going to be a reward? It's going to be better health, it's going to be losing weight, it's going to be looking better. And little by little, you're going to get to where you want to be. So it's just a matter of hanging out in there, remember what you want, fight for it. No one's going to give it to you. If you really, really want it, just go for it and get it. I mean, it's just like breathing. We can't survive if we don't breathe. Same thing. If you really want this thing, you're gonna have to go out there and fight for it. Every time you come for a workout, just give it what you got, right? And go away and go home and cook your food, right? And think about, oh, so boring again, the meat. Think about it, think how good you're gonna feel once you get through it. The next day you're gonna go, oh, thank God I didn't have a chocolate, right? You feel great about it. And it's just one day at a time, right? There's no other solution. One day at a time, you'll get there. Don't look at it in the long term because it's gonna become overwhelming, right? Any questions at this stage? Anyone who thinks that has, trouble with something else that is not a diet, some barriers, walls, I don't know, not having support from family?
Just getting the endorphin sort of run and release from certain types of foods, I find that after eating chocolate I feel great, I feel, on top of the world. But after I have my steak and maybe some sparkling water, I'm just not satisfied, I need a little bit more. So, yeah.
When you're having the chocolate, the spike is so high that it makes you unstable. You're having your meat, and it's hard, but it's not as hard. The difference is when you have the meat, you come to this point. It's just connected. When you have a meat, you get to this level and it stays there, right? It's more stable than having the chocolate, which gives you the full spike and gives you the down, very dramatic. That's the reason why you feel like not satisfied. Once you have the chocolate, you already have the spike. Your body's waiting for another spike. You have the meat, and the meat is not going to give it to you. The meat is just going to keep you stable, right? So be careful with that chocolate. It's good to have it at night time. Just a little tiny bit. Dark chocolate, make sure it says 85% or more, otherwise it's not dark chocolate. Yeah. You girls? With chocolate.
Who here has set themselves goals before they start this? Like the original goal would have been 8 weeks. We've got to do this by this. But who had other goals apart from that? Yeah, 2. Right, 2. Julia, what were your goals?
I had a run through, 5K run that I did on Sunday, which doesn't sound far, but I've never run anywhere before.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I had that, and then, as you know, I've got my graph grade coming up,
Yeah.
and I'd love to have a different shape in my body before we do that. So, anyway, before
Fantastic.
halfway.
So you've got a couple of goals that you had before we jump on this feed.
Kickstart the good diet, full
Yep.
stop, and to give up smoking and slow down drinking.
Liz?
So,
Sorry.
how's the smoking going?
Day 1 of the diet, I had a few vodkas and 3 cigarettes where I normally smoke on the cigarette. So, and that's all I've had. Yeah.
All right, you know, usually when you have the alcohol, that's when you get a crack for the smoke, right?
I'm probably smoking correctly because I started smoking at work and first thing in the morning over the last 6 to 8 months.
Okay. So the focus, I mean, your goal will be just to quit it all, right? Okay.
All right.
That's
Liz, I saw you put your hand up. Put your hand up. What was your goals?
Probably past the 8 because it probably takes a little longer. I want to half my body fat percentage in 3 months.
All right, cool. And Sammy, I saw you put your hand up too. What was yours?
Just to sort of maintain and understand and gain the knowledge of the health physical lifestyle.
All right, cool. So 4 of you have given me some reasons. So as a PT, we're basically a salesman. When we meet someone new that comes into the gym, we remember, be a client. What we're trying to do as a PT in our industry is sell them a certain product, right? Now that product could be many different things. It could be a diet, it could be a way to do weights, it could be a fitness circuit style thing, it could be how to transform your body, combining all those together, or it could be creating a healthy lifestyle. So that's cool. We've got all these products that we need to sell. I then sit down with you and ask you questions. I start at the top and I ask you, what are your goals? So 4 of you have already told me what your goals are, which is great. I know what the goal is. But for me as a PT, that only scratches the surface and tells me a little bit. So if I go back to feed, for example, and I say to feed, cool, you want to give up smoking? Yeah, that's a goal. Now tell me, why do you want to give up smoking? What's the reason? What's the reason?
End up fitter, do more,
Yeah,
getting older,
yeah,
done a bit of damage.
yeah. Cool. Is it, so what I try to do here is I try to take another layer off, right? To really,
Stop peeling my onion, peel
yeah,
someone
no, I'm going to
else's.
do someone else. I'm going to do someone else. I'm going to go to Liz. She said she wanted to lose X amount of body fat. What was that again?
What percentage?
It was a percentage.
Oh God, I'm actually really now.
No, just give me the percentage.
14%.
40%. Why do you want to get? Why do you want to lose 40%? What's
I
the
was
number?
14% body fat exactly a year ago. And I was sick and last year, 3 months, I couldn't train. Well, I had a terrible diet and it just went to the other extreme. And I know how good it feels and how fit I was. I did the Tough Mudder in September and I injured myself after that and I couldn't train for 3 solid months. So it's just the opposite and I'm craving getting back into this stuff.
Lovely. So I'm just taking another layer down now. So I've got it behind that. Sammy, why do you want to get knowledge?
So, prior to joining the gym, I was a lot heavier, and yes, I've lost a lot of weight, and I was sort of the understanding and knowledge to maintain that.
So you want to be losing the weight, but you want to know why you're losing it, how you're losing it, you know, what I'm doing right, what I'm not doing right. Julia, you said yours was running in Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
So what's the reason behind the race? What do you want to run the race for? You just want to go 105 Ks or why?
Just because I've never been able to run before, and it's not something I've ever had an interest in really until recently. The fitness thing has come in. Well, I've always wanted Like, and I was probably, but there's a difference between wanting to look good and actually doing something about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was just a case of, you know, one day I'd like to build up a new city to surf or something like that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't know where to start with training for something that big. So it was a case of that. And then for the crowd, just being proud of what you've done in your achievement and being proud of your body and feeling good.
Yeah. So as you can see, what we're trying to do, or what I'm trying to do, is just peel back every single layer until I get down right to the crux of why you want to do it. Okay? So Liz has got down to the point where she's told me she knew when she felt really good, and she wants to get back to that point there. It's probably a health issue for you, Liz, yeah? And health is obviously very
It's health, it's energy, it's
yeah. And it's important that you're healthy for your partner, is that correct? Yeah. You're not healthy, things suffer at home, things suffer at work, we're the most important people. So what we do is just try and pull it back as much as we can and get down to that point where then when I turn around to Liz, if I'm working with Liz on the floor, training her, and I say, Liz, when she starts to struggle, I say, Liz, 1 year ago, come on, you know where you were. That gets things moving in her head. She goes, okay, I know why I'm here, I know why I'm here. It's not to lose 6 Ks. She wants to lose X amount of money. It's not to lose 20% 40% body fat. It's because I want to get back to where I was. And that's going to be my cue to go, let's come on. Last year, remember, you were there. This is where we're going to go this year. Does that make sense? Right? So there's always a goal here, which is a nice little goal. You're not always going to tell us the truth first off. Right? The truth starts coming out under every layer. And then once we know exactly where it is, and what we need to work on, that's when we start getting the results that we need to get out of there. Right? So when you're putting these goals together, it's very important to put in honest with yourself for what you're going to put down. Right? I think, which one's the honesty one in there? I think it's around the specific. I think it's being very specific about why you want to reach those goals. Okay. Is there anyone else? Anyone else want to share? Ian? Go on, mate.
I'm going to get off sleep now.
What?
Sleep back.
Oh, sleep out. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
Lose enough weight.
Yeah. So that I've been training with Ian for how long, mate? How long have we been training together? When you first started? About 5 months. And Ian came to me, and I'll share a story. He came to me, and we got down through the layers, and I found out that was his main goal, is to get rid of that cement. Yeah, it was to lose 20, 30 Ks. What were you when you started, bro? 140? What are you now? 118 now. So a 5-month period. Mate, he's fading away every day. I had to tell him to stop bloody losing weight before the challenge started. There's no way to do it. Chocolates at the gate or something. Listen, no, but as I said, we got down after a few talks and I got to know him, I got a relationship and all that sort of stuff, and we're able to share that. His goals, I knew, was to get down to that weight because of health issues. Right? And health is probably the most important one, and that health comes back into our families. For our family to be happy, for my family to be happy, for Alison to be happy and safe and all that, I need to be healthy, fit every single day so I can go out and work, earn money, make sure there's food on the table and stuff like that. If I'm not healthy, my family's not healthy. So that's my goal every day. That's my target. So does that make a little bit more sense when you're trying to set these goals? You know, it's all I think you just got to be honest with yourself, realistic, understand why you're actually doing this. Something that might be just as simple as I want something to do for 8 weeks. I'm bored with my training, I want to try something else. My goal is to get through 8 weeks and try something else. So yeah, fantastic. That's your goal. Just stick to it, let whoever you're working with let them know that. But if it's something else more specific, it's up to us to keep going and get through it and pull it out.
For myself, I identified earlier this week that I think I can do this long term, but it's not an 8-week fix. End back to normal. I mean, it's like this is going to be a complete lifestyle change. I want to know everything from that, this and that, and the fancy stuff. I just want to completely flip it over and do it.
who keeps a training diary in here? Yeah, actually, yeah, Liz, yeah. Who keeps just a normal diary, like an everyday work diary, like an appointment book or whatever? Yeah, anyone else got it? Do you put in there training? I'm not saying what you're doing for training, but I'm just saying.
I've blocked it out in my
Block it out.
calendar as well, so it pops up
Yeah.
how I work out on that
Yeah,
floor.
so you set yourself a goal for that day, Carol.
I use the book that you gave us.
Yep.
I write in my Toblerone. And I write in when I do extra.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
I use the phone app. I've got to-do list as my app, and I just punch in everything the night before I go to bed. I want to do this for my training today. I want to bring this to this, blah blah blah. And the next day, I have to do 80% of that list. And that's my goal every day, is to clear 80% of that list. Hopefully, I've only got 2 things to do on here, which is great. If they start to get up to 20, well, it's a bit of a long day. But you know, whatever suits you, you're a handwritten person, use a diary, you're a multimedia type of person, use your phone app, whatever works for you. It's a good tool to have.
Right. Little paper we gave you, you're gonna want it back, so please fill it up. Bring it back to us tomorrow, we don't have time today. That one we're gonna give it back to you, show it back to you at the end of the week challenge. And you have a look at whatever you wrote, and you remember what was the reason why you started doing this. And you also remember the first feeling that you had when you signed up for the challenge. And you will also have a reward at the end of it, personal reward. Cara, you just mentioned that you're doing this because you want to change your lifestyle. This is the way to do it. This is how you start things, right? After this challenge, you're going to see transformation. That's going to be your reward. And then after that, it gets a little bit addictive. You're going to ask for more, right? You're going to give yourself a little break. You calm down on the pressure, the stress, okay? You're going to keep some things that you're going to adopt as habits. And then other things you're going to drop them. That's when you're going to pick up again, and then you're going to come back again stronger. You cannot keep up a challenge like on an ongoing basis. You need to have a little break, drop things off, pick some other ones, and then you come back again, a little bit more energy, a little bit more enthusiasm with new goals. Right? Okay, last time I lost 5 kilos, now this time maybe I want to aim for another 5 or 3, or I want to get more lean muscle, whatever. But this is the start of it. This is the start of changing your whole lifestyle, and also to get a better life. Like we have always said, Darren, we're always on the floor. Reception, contact details and reception, and the personal trainers are wall. Give us a call, send us an email. If you guys need anything, we are here to support you at all times.
There's no question is a stupid question. When it comes to this stuff, everyone's learning. We're learning every day. We get different situations thrown at us, and we go, shit, I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. I have to ring Hugo to tell me what to do and stuff like that, and vice versa. So, guys, utilise this. Make the phone call. Ask the question. Come and see us on the floor. God, I love talking to City of London talk, especially when it comes to this stuff. So just come and ask a question. If you're struggling with something and it just doesn't make sense, you come and see us. If you feel like you just need a bit of motivation for the night, come and talk to me. Hugo, whoever you see on the floor.
Even between them, you guys already know each other. You know your faces, support each other. There's nothing wrong. We're all here for the same cause, the same reason. Talk to each other, socialize. Let's make more friends. Why not?
You start to hit week 5 and 6. Alright, week 5 and 6 will get hard. I'm telling you right now. I did a 12-week one last year. I hit week 6 and I just went, just crashed into it.
Why?
I didn't set myself a goal. 2 things. I didn't set myself a real goal. So I just went into here's a 12-week challenge. I just want to grip into it and see what it's like. I didn't have anything to work towards. I didn't know how much body fat percentage I wanted to get. I didn't know how much I wanted to weigh. I didn't know why I was doing it. I just thought, oh shit, this would be great to jump on. Be honest with you, this would be great for my profile. I'll say I've done a challenge and all this stuff. Got to week 6. I thought, shit, there's 6 more weeks to go here. Why am I doing this again? Oh shit, I was party on the night and party out the door, fell over. But in the first 6 weeks that I did really well, didn't I?
Very well.
Stripped up went from 18% to 8% body fat, so I was absolutely ripped. And then went back on again. It's as simple as that, you know. But I learned in that 6 weeks what worked for me, what didn't work for me, and I made sure next time when I go to do it, I had a goal on this. Right? As I said, you've only got 8 weeks ahead of you, but when you hit that week 4, you're going, shit, I've got 4 weeks. So be very mindful of that and get support when you hit that time. That's the hard part. Any other questions or anything that's challenging you? Anything?
Just the beak test last Saturday, I was working, so I missed it. Can you do it again at some point?
Yeah, so they're going to retest that, obviously. So
Sorry?
you've done it before.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
All right, let's we'll get Nathan to organise one at week 4. Okay, and I'm actually going to do one at week 8 to see. You'll get enough change over a 4-week period to make your beak test better. All right, it's not something you can do every week.
Am I able to do, you able to do it by yourself because I can't make early mornings and I'm not here.
Yep, just download the app on your iPhone with your iPhone and just put it in your pocket and run with it like on the wherever you carry it. Then just 20 minutes. So we're going to measure is 20 minutes and explains to you on the app how it works. Literally, it's just beep, run the data in, beep. It's as simple as that. Beeps get quicker, you get slower, you get faster, you get tighter, you get to a certain level. Right, so we'll try and organise that for 4 weeks. Sorry.
And Nathan actually put on Facebook that he'd do it again this week.
We'll give you a little bit more notice.
Yeah.
We'll give you some more notice. It's a little bit rushed, but we give you at least a week or two's notice. Then you know that's coming. Well, it should be week 4. Put it out, week 4. Any other questions?
Is there any other group activities happening in the next couple of weeks?
What do you want to see? Yeah. So you'd like to see a class specifically put on for those people that are in the challenge, like a circuit or something to get it? Just all of you to get it?
Yeah.
Fantastic. I think Nathan actually has given up his time to run something at 7 o'clock each morning over the next 8 weeks. So we'll talk to him. Obviously, it's not going to be this weekend, but if we can organise something next week, we can put on a circuit just for our transformation guys. There was something on the Saturday? Was it? Nathan? Check Facebook when you get home and see what he's put up on there. But we'll talk to him tomorrow. We'll organise him to do something next Saturday. Probably be in here, and it'll just be transformation only.
And also perhaps techniques as well. So when I go up on the floor, a part of the diary says deadlifts and stuff like that. I sort of struggle with the technique and feel like I'm doing it right.
Yeah.
So the session I'm happy with weights.
Alright, cool. So that's a good one. We've actually got 2 new trainers starting in 2 weeks. Well, actually, it's almost a week and a half from now. Almost a week and a half. So we're going to have 2 extra people in the gym on these busy periods, and they're going to be available for you to go up to and say, can you show me how to do this? So one's a guy, one's a girl. So they'll be looking for people to come and talk to them, so they'll just be standing there going, so go up and use those people, and they're both very, very experienced trainers too. Just as you said, you've got us around, come and grab us. You know?
What about a weekly weigh-in? That would keep
Weekly
me
what?
honest. A weekly weigh-in.
A weekly weigh-in.
Yeah, where I think twice about it in the top room if I knew you were factors down the scale.
What was your, I think it's set up at week 4, isn't it?
Yeah, the actual weigh-ins are set at the beginning, the middle, and the end, only because you can get too consumed with what the scales are saying, and you can start to focus too much on having that change and seeing those numbers change, that it can take over other aspects of the challenge. Particularly when you are training with the weights and stuff, you could be dropping fat but gaining muscle, and that's not going to reflect on the
And the
scales.
scales are going to move. You could be dropping 5 kilos of fat and gaining 5 of muscle.
Yeah.
You're going to panic because you're going to see the scale
Yeah.
So
change.
I'll use Ian as an example. So he's right because he knows this, we've spoken about it. He would have lost a lot of weight early on. He is now going to struggle not struggle because I know he's going to work really hard, but he's going to be challenged now to take off a lot of weight because now he's starting to turn that into muscle. Fat percentages are dropping, so his losses per week are going to get smaller and smaller, but they're still going to be very good. So the weight might not move, but the body fat percentage will. So the weight will throw you out. Don't even.
Yeah, I kind of knew that, but it's not like you're going to do BMI on us every week or take those measurements. You took on week one.
Here's your measurement. That's all I work on. I don't measure my guys. I just say, pick out your best pair of shorts and pants. That's your. Alright. You're size 14 this week. I get size 12 in about 6 weeks.
Just on that too, Sammy, if you go to our website, there's a little YouTube icon in the top right corner, and if you click on that, there's a number of exercises that have already been videoed, and they're up there.
Oh yeah, they're great.
They are a bit more of the basic ones. Some of the, like the deadlifts and a bit of the harder ones aren't up there yet, but if you're not too sure on some of them, they are up there.
Yeah, so the videos.
If you guys come at night time, there's a floor instructor out there every night now. Daniel. Right. So just ask the girls who is downstairs or go and find us with a title shirt. He'll be able to show you. Right, that's his job. Any other questions? Get around now.
What's the damage? Because my problem is alcohol.
Now, this is what I'm saying. These are those layers. We're finally getting down under those layers now. Here we go.
So I don't. It's only been once a week, and I only like about 5 drinks, although that does affect me pretty quickly. So what damage am I doing to myself by doing that? Because by knowing that, that's probably what's going to stop me.
Ego is the main mark for this.
It's just common sense. I think, you go smash in one night, one Saturday, you go out. Obviously, your body's not going to be. It's not gonna, more right now that your body is just trying to eat thoughts. Next morning, you're going to go for the drink. You're going to get 5 drinks inside your body, your system. Next morning, you're not going to perform. It's just like total shock to your body. It's a big damage. If you want to hear like that, it's huge damage. You can't go outside and have 5 drinks. Not while you have a challenge.
Yeah.
It's a little bit easy, man. I mean, it's just, socialize and stuff, but don't smash it.
3 weeks.
No, 2 weeks time is going to be
If you're going to have something, probably just have something very clean. Tequila shot, vodka shot, that's it. But I don't recommend it. No, don't show everybody.
You always see personal trainers partying, supermodels and Greek islands,
That's Photoshop.
Say we have some money to charge.
Some of what is terrible drink, I'm telling you now.
Anyone else? So the paper, just please bring it back tomorrow. Has anyone finished it today? Karen, I'll give yours. Give it back to you at the end. I'll give it back to you at the end of the challenge. You guys? Well, you live next to me, so.
Alright, so guys, as I said before, go back and have another think about it. Think about why you're actually doing this. What's the goal? What's the need behind the need, behind the need, the goal, behind the goal, behind the goal. Get down to it, figure out what it is. It's your family's health, it's your own health, it's your dog's health, whatever it is. Make that your #1 goal and make that the reason why you're here at the top. Okay?
Thanks everyone for coming.